everybody, welcome to my Nookery. My name's Linda and today we are on the knitting back to basics, knitting with Linda, back to basics. And today we've done the knit stitch, which is the garter stitch, and then we've done the purl stitch. Deb has asked me to show how to correct a dropped purl stitch, which I will do, and then we'll go on to knit one, purl one, which we call stocking stitch. I know in America you call it stockinette, but here in the UK we call it stocking stocking stitch, not stockinette. So anyway, I'll show you how to do the knit row, purl row, and then through popular demand, guys, I'm going to be doing Thursdays are going to be known as tutorial Thursdays, whether they're knitting or crocheting. That's what we're going to be doing going ahead. And so what I'll do is I'll purposely drop a purl stitch, and I'll show you how a stitch that's, you know, from this purling, and then I'll go on and show you how to do knit one, purl one. And then in the next video we'll do 20 rows of that, and then in the next video what we will do is we'll do knit one, purl one, rib. Then the one after that I will show you how to do measuring for the doll's clothes, which in fact will be baby clothes as well. And they'll, you know, a newborn baby, should fit a newborn baby. And yeah, so let's turn you to overhead and let's make a start. Okay, so I have purposely dropped a stitch here. Okay, so wherever your stitch is, let me just do it down so you can see what I'm doing. So there's this stitch. You need a crochet hook, and I'm just going to put, let me see, so I've got my crochet hook. Now with it being purl, I'm going to have to hook it so that the bump is on the other side. So can you see the bump is on the other side? And then what you need to do then is the bump is going to be on this side. So I need to bring the yarn forward and then grab the stitch and hook this stitch up. So you make sure, there we go, and then the stitch goes the other way, so I can do it that way. And I can, let me just put my stitches back on the needle because they've fallen off. Hook that back on there and then put these back on there. So when you're picking up a purl, you have to make sure that the bump is going the right way, so you kind of make it go to the front and then make it go to the back, so it's picked up like that. And to pick up your knit stitches and that, you always use a crochet hook. I always have my crochet hook at hand. So now guys, I've done my 20 rows of purl stitches, so I want to mark it. So I've got get a couple of stitch markers, and I'm just going to put them in just so I know. And I'm only doing this because I want to show you the samples. Okay, this is my sample piece and that, so there we go. So there we go. So that's stocking stitch. So now we're going to go on to knit a row, purl a row. So I don't need that anymore. And as before, when we've done all the knitting before, it's in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off. So you can see the stitch. Can you see there? And then we go in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off, in, round, through and off. So what you're doing really is you're transferring your stitches off your left hand needle onto your right hand needle. So that's it's as simple as that, guys. And I'm a bit tongue-tied really, guys, because you know I'm amazed at the lovely comments that you've all left me and the support as well. You really do humble me, guys. So we're going in, round, through and off, 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 round, through and off. And that's all you're going to do right to the end. And then we're going to do a pale row. And I want to give you a little tip as well. See how nice it's looking? I want to give you a little tip as to the wrong. How can you tell you're on the wrong, an odd row or an even row? So there we are. We've come to the end of the row. So that is row 1. Now when you're on, when you're knitting an odd row, the tail is always on your left hand side. Can you see? This tail, which is what is left from when you cast it on, is always on your left hand side, so that when you turn it over to do an even row, and this is what I mean is when they refer to in patterns as the wrong side, which is WS, and the right side. So this is the right side, and it's always, let me get it back, it's always on the left. When they refer to it as the wrong side, which is WS, it's always on the right side. See? So we're going to purl now. So what we need to do, and I've got a bit of a yarn. Let me just get my yarn. It's driving me nuts, this, guys. There we go, sorted. So yeah, and we're going to do the same with this, guys. We're going to do 20 rows. So we're going to do 10 rows of knit, 10 rows of purl, but it'll be 20. So we're going to do the, oh crumbs, we're going to do the purl stitch now. So as before, you put your needle into the front, so you're kind of just kissing the front, round, through and off. So you're kissing the front of the needle on your left hand side. So you kiss, kiss it. Can you see what I mean? You kiss it, and you just slide it through the front, slide it through the front, slide it through the front, slide round, through and off, slide round, through and off, slide round, through and off, slide round, through and off. And again, you're just transferring from left to right, and that is how you do the purl stitch. And I'm sure, you know, kind of, as I say always, guys, is you really need to sit and watch the tutorial first, and because when you go to, you know, do these stitches, and you'll hear me say slide round through and off, slide round through and off. You not keep looking up at the video all the time, so that you can you don't drop a stitch, or, you know, make a mistake and that, because you've actually seen the video first. So can you see how it's looking now? And that is the start of the stockinette. So we'll go slide round through and off, slide round through and off, and you always slide into the front of the needle. Slide round through and off, slide, 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 and slide. There we go. And that is your knit a row, purl a row, which is the start of your stockinette. Now, how you, when you've done your 20 rows, you will finish on a purl row, guys. And if you look here, you've got this stick, this bump here, but that is marked with this stitch marker. So you know you don't count that bump, but if you count these two, you know you've done 2 rows. Okay, so I need you to go away now, guys, and I need you to do 20 rows in total. So you've got another 9 rows of knit, you've got another 9 rows of purl. You always finish on the purl row, and I will see you back here, and we will then go into knit 1, purl 1, the rib stitch or the cuff, however you want, however you call it. I call it the rib stitch. And because if you look at my sweater, this is a rib stitch. There's different types of rib, but I'm just going to show you the simple rib to begin with, which is knit 1, purl 1 right across. And then we'll start going on to measuring, how to, and that. So good luck, take your time, guys. It's not a rush, but enjoy. That's what I want you all to do, is enjoy it. And if you have any problems, any questions, just email me. But thank you all so very much for your support, and your lovely comments, and I hope you enjoy this stocking stitch. I look forward to seeing yours. And if you want to share with me on my Facebook group's in the link. Join us and share with me what your progress, and ask any questions in the group. That's what I set it up for. I know it says Linda's Crochet Nook, but you know, and put hashtag KnittingALinda. That would be awesome, guys. So that's all from me for today. Good luck. Bye for now.